Welcome back to my channel, Duct Tape Mechanic, and to another episode of my series, Free on Facebook, a series of videos in which I find things for free and I show you how to repair them, repurpose them, or reuse them in another manner. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to repair a Whirlpool washing machine that has a jammed start button. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. Alright, so here's the washing machine in question. I know in the intro I said it was a Whirlpool, but essentially Whirlpool is the manufacturer of Admiral, Amana, Kenmore, Maytag. It's just how they brand it to different stores. For example, Kenmore used to be branded for Sears. I believe Admiral is for Lowe's and Amana for Home Depot. But anyways, these are all Whirlpool based washing machines. And the issue with this one is that that start switch is just jammed back there behind this panel. So it's, the previous owner said it was leading to intermittent issues where they couldn't start it sometimes and other times they could. Basically, it's a fairly common issue and the fix is really easy. I tested it and kind of jammed it back there to get it to start, and the washing machine itself is in perfect condition. So the only issue is with that button, and this fix is going to be universal to pretty much any sort of Whirlpool-based top-load washing machine that has these 6 lights, and it's an easy fix, so let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing is unplugging the machine from the wall, which I've already done, and then pulling off this center knob right here, like so. Then we're going to go to the back and undo the 2 screws. Alright, so come to the back over here, then we just got to undo the two screws back here. There's one right here, and the second one right there. Alright, so after you've removed those 2 screws from the back, we're going to get a putty knife, kind of insert it maybe about an inch from the edge, and you'll feel a clip, which is going to push down on the clip, and while we do that, we're going to turn this console up. So it sounds a lot harder than it actually is, but I'm just going to push like so. Oops. Right there's the clip. And at the same time, kind of pull up on it. Depending on, there we go. So that's one side. And depending on how often it's been done, they could be a little bit stiff. And we'll do the same thing for the other side. There we go. And then we should just be able to flip this thing up and over. Like so. With the console flipped up, we have access to our control panel right here, and so we're just going to try to remove the control panel without actually unplugging anything. So in order to do that, it does vary a little bit from model to model. There's pretty much 2 things that could be. Keep it like this. We got 2 clips, so one there, or sometimes the control boards are held in place by 2 screws, and you just have to undo those and pull up. On this particular model, there's 2 clips, and all you gotta do is get a needle nose and kind of squeeze those clips in, and you should be able to kind of pull up on the control board as we squeeze the clips there. The screws are definitely a little bit easier, I would say. There we go. So with that, we can just kind of move that control board aside and get access to that button right there. And we're just going to pull that off there. And there it is. It's all loose and jammed completely back. So like I said, either your model will have these 2 clips or they'll just have 2 screws that you undo. And when you put it back, all you have to do is make sure there's a tab on the other side right there. That tab will go into a slot, which is right there. So you just put the tab in to the slot first, then you push it in to either the clips or the holes for the screws. But I'll show you what that looks like after we reinsert this. So we got the pause play button right here, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try to push it in from the back of the console, and let's see. Just kind of take our time and just kind of work our way into it. Just pop right into place. Kind of orient it like so, and it should look like that, where it's just popped in nicely, like so. There's a little ridge it sits under, and that'll keep it from being pushed in. It should look something like this on the back side. So nice and smooth around, and now I'm just gonna pop everything back in. All right, so now we've put the button back on. I'm gonna make sure, get this whole control panel right here. Make sure that pressure hose is still attached. This is the pressure hose. And we're just gonna get the side right there that's got the tab. So it's right on the bottom. It's a little bit difficult to see, but it's right there. And the slot is right there. So we're just going to get that all lined up. That once you get the tab in the slot right there, which I just did, then everything else will just line up by itself, and you're just gonna push it into place like so. And for the ones that have the screws, you're also gonna put the tab into the slot first, then it'll line up the holes and you can put the screws back down. So let's flip that around. Let me bring the camera back around and then let's see how it looks. All right, so that's that flipped around. We're gonna keep pressing it there. It looks pretty good to me. We'll test it in a second. But what we're gonna do next is we're going to just go ahead and put this back in. So it's got little hooks in the back. Those go in first. Then we're just gonna snap it in. So back first, like so, and then just snap it down. After that, we're gonna put the two screws back there. That's pretty self-explanatory. And also remembering to put the center knob back on as well. So we're all done. Got everything hooked back together. That button looks nice and smooth. This thing just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but should work on the first time we press it. And there it goes. So something as simple as that. I stopped it because there's no clothes in there, but this is a really simple fix, but you would be surprised to see how many washing machines end up on the curb or end up being thrown away for simple reasons like this. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up sign.